It's week 2 of the NFL, and we'll see the Bills' superstar wide receiver.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Jones. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Jones to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. On 3rd down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. This pass complete to Melton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now Jones. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Pierce now up the middle, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Jones. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. To throw again on second down. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. The quick slant caught. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's Pierce. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, he finds Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. 7 yards there and a first down. And the Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
Allen's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Allen. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Throwing now is Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll look to run with Singletary. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play calling. Kind of went reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? Allen going to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So here are the Bills to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle they go. Sykes, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Jones On 1st and 10. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Pierce will try to pick it up. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. He's able to find Melton. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd and very short, Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will have a Patriots 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 30 inches. I gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And a 2nd field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Out to his left, finding Knox there, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh,
and you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it, they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Patriots take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Going for it with Pierce. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. New England's offense set to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. Good footwork at the 30. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Jones throw caught here by Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Jones. This pass complete to Melton. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make it 17-13. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached